back in the loser's bracket in a modern challenge. We're going to keep this hand because it gives us, because we're out, and it gives us the ability to do cool stuff like Crucible into Ghostly Prison. Plus, it gives us the Ballista to just be like, nice dork, shoot it. So there's that. We're on the play. Start with a fetch. Last game I got eaten by not starting with a fetch. In this game we start with it because it allows us to thin our deck and it allows us to get a fetch in the graveyard for Crucible. So we're probably going to go fetch Plains Swamp to get that Crucible. Blood Crypt into Shriekhorn. So we are playing against Dredge, which is the deck we've been wanting to see throughout this whole tournament. Martyr Proc actually has a very good matchup against some of the best decks in the format, as I talked about in the opening video for this. And the extra removal kind of makes things even better. So this is the matchup we've been wanting, and this is a really good hand against that matchup because they don't really answer the Crucible. They won't really answer the Ghostly Prison. They don't really have a way game one to do that. And then they're just sitting there with a bunch of creatures who can't do anything. Game two, we have enough sideboard hate and enough graveyard hate to stop their nonsense. There's a Prize Amalgam, and they have a Life from the Loam, so they're going to Dredge Life from the Loam. They see a Creeping Chill and a Narcomoeba, so they're getting off to a very strong start, which means we probably have to start with the Ghostly Prison here. So instead of going to the Crucible, we're going to go Ghostly Prison, play the Crucible, Ghost Quarter their lands. We don't want to take too much damage, and we don't want to just be dead to a Crippling Chill, is really the play here. So we got to get the Ghostly Prison down quick and make sure they're only able to Crippling Chill us. Now we're playing some more interactive, some more fun magic, some more fast magic. So these videos will be less of a slog, I would presume. Who knows, though? Weirder things have happened. There's some blood gas. So yeah, they are blowing up and doing exactly what their deck wants to do into our ability to just kind of Ghostly Prison. So next turn, if we didn't have the Ghostly Prison, we end up taking 8 damage. We're on a 2-turn clock. So Ghostly Prison allows us to not be on a 2-turn clock here. And that's probably the play in most circumstances here. This is why Ghostly Prison is mandatory in the main. Even if you want to do the modern white version of this, if you're running anything less than 3 Ghostly Prison, you probably need the full 4. I'm running 3. But you probably want the full 4. Honestly, it's probably beneficial right now in the modern white version of this deck to, instead of having the extra card draw from the Thraben Inspector, go full 4 Ghostly, and then with this build, that would give you 3 spots. You probably go up to 25 lands, so that gives you 2 spots, and then have some Gideons. If we're being really honest to ourselves. Maybe you stay at 24 lands and have the Gideons. It's probably still fine, honestly. Maybe we'll try that in the future. Like I said, one of the reasons I have hesitated to make Magic videos is because I just want to play Martyr Proc all the time. I just never don't want to be playing Martyr Proc. Or, to a lesser extent, Soul Sisters. So I'm going to have to figure that out if I keep making videos. Our opponent here is really having a good Dredge opener with all these Narc Amoebas and finding Creeping Chill really quickly. They're already down to 20 cards in their deck. They are tapped out, so they can attack us this turn. And unless they have another basic, which I think they usually run 2 to 3. So let's see if they've dredged it. I really should be showing you their graveyard. It doesn't look like they've dredged it. This is my ignorance a little bit. But I don't know if they have another land. I know I've seen some have 2 mountains. I know I've seen a mountain forest split. I know I've seen a lot of different variations on the theme. But so they do have a land because they loaned. And they just have all of their spells. So yeah, this would have been a turn 4 win for them. Really closer to a turn 3 win for them because they would have hit us for 8 that hand, like that bit. We'll Ghost Quarter, play the Crucible. And Ghost Quarter their green source to see. Let's see if they have a forest, because if they don't, they can't play Life from the Loam, and therefore they have to draw a land. 2 mountains. That is just a really intimidating battlefield if they had any main deck way to answer that Ghostly Prison. They don't, so it's not, but they will hit us for, they will get us down to 7 here, and Crippling Chill would make it 1. So, you know, they're trying to make sure they get us down to 1 here. They don't hit a single Crippling Chill. That's rough for them. That's really unfortunate for them. And now we can path the creature they attack with next turn. So they're in really dire straits. Oh, yeah, we're in really good shape. We are going to cast Ballista. So we'll blow up the Blood Crypt. Blow up the Blood Crypt, cast a Serra Ascendant to gain a life, and then hold up Path. And that should win us this game. Again, I said it earlier in this set of videos, people sometimes argue against Crucible of Worlds. You are seeing now the power of it. So if this set of videos has done one thing, I hope it has convinced you that Crucible of Worlds is mandatory in this deck. And now that it's cheaper, like it was a $70 card, I think it's, I'll check, but I think it's 15 now if it's not 10. The reprint really did a number on it. I wish they would have reprinted it at rare because like that card is such a cool effect and wants to be in so many decks. Like Crucible of Worlds should be I wish it were a $5 card, honestly. And if it is, dope. I don't think it is though because it was printed at Mythic. Like that card is such a neat effect. Land cards from your graveyard. Simple, straightforward, to the point, fairly costed, and in this situation has likely won us a game. They are over there trying to do the math. 2 Crippling Chills knocks us down to 7. They attack, we block, we path, we win. I haven't mentioned Conflagrate at all, and they will Conflagrate me here likely. And that gets us down to 6, so Crippling Chill still... No, that gets us down to 7, so Crippling Chill still doesn't kill us. When they make things happen with it. So... a Martyr would push forward our ability to win even harder. They'll hit their last Crippling Chills here, get us down to 1, and then be unable to attack us. And unable to cast another Conflagrate. So I'm pretty sure it's over. They just now said the good luck, have fun. So I'm glad they don't seem to be salty now. Unless my math is wrong, we win. Yep. Unless my math is wrong, we win. Double Crippling Chill gets us down to 1. I guess they can flash back Conflagrate if it's a land card, but then they can't discard anything? Maybe? Huh. Yeah. So we will just make sure by Orzhov Charming this back, attacking with it and going up to 2. But I feel like they just can't cast it. Ghost Quarter. Kill their last land. For some reason I'm doubting myself because of how badly we played against Griselshoal then. But yeah, we get that dub. I don't know why I doubted myself there. Rest in Peace come in, Extirpates come in. Gideon. Archangel comes in as an extra wrath. Gideon's come in. Runed Halo comes in. Anguished Unmaking stay out. There's an argument for the Disenchants, but I'm not going to get a Street Corn except for in game 3. So we take out a Proc. We take out 2 Orzhov Charms. We take out Ballista because it doesn't really do that much. We'll cut 1 Wrath. The Burial is actually, let's not cut a Wrath. Let's cut a Cleansing Nova. We still have 4 Wraths in the deck because of the Archangel, and obviously Wrath's suboptimal because they just buy you a turn against this deck. We will keep Paths in. That's one of the strengths of this deck. In mono white, I often find myself cutting Paths against this matchup. I don't have to here because of the Orzhov Charms. I could probably cut down to 2 is as far as I want to go because if I don't hit Rest in Peace, like you just saw how Orzhov Charm has some fringe capabilities. There's an argument that the Gideons are a waste. Yeah, I'm actually not going to run with the Gideons. That way I can keep all my Squadron Hawks, keep all my Rangers, keep all my Martyrs, keep all my Serras. And that looks really good to me. Again, the Wraths just buy us a turn, so I would cut them down further. There's an argument to do it. Let's read Crippling Chill real fast. Oopsie. Nope. If If you do, Creeping Chill deals. It's not going to let me do it. So I'll show it. It doesn't target, if I remember correctly. Someone who knows the game better would know better. So the obvious thing to answer with the name of the Rune Halo is the Amalgam or the Conflagrate. Forcing them to use hands hilarious on one land. It's so risky to keep this at one land, but we have 2 draws, and they can only really answer 1 Rest in Peace. Let's do it. Again, no risk it, no biscuit. We're in the loser bracket, so why not? They don't have a turn 1 play. They do have a turn. They don't have a turn 1 play. We're gonna send out a Serra and say, at me. When you have 2 Serras, this is a fun thing to do. Everyone will tell me I'm wrong for doing it, and they're probably right, but you know, if we can cheapen some damage, we can't get conflagrated as hard, we can't get hit as hard with Crippling Chill. Life from Lung, Cathartic Reunion. Getting rid of 2 big Stinkweed Imps, dredging them both back for an Archamoeba that does hit an Amalgam. So we are able to throw a Serra in front of an Amalgam. We get Crippling Shield. So 23-17. And now let's hit land and let's hit Rest in Peace. Let's just draw 4 straight lands, honestly. That's how Magic works, right? When you need 4 straight lands, they don't come. Bird. Pretty bird. Pass the turn. Stuck on 1 land. Do we attack or no, we hold up. We hold up because we have to stall to get to our land. We're 9 cards in, we've seen 1 land in a 24 land deck. Waka, waka, ay. You would think I don't want to punish myself after Spirits basically sent our trajectory of this tournament downward by me keeping a really greedy 1-lander because it had such good game. This is actually a worse 1-lander, but because of the double Rest in Peace, we keep it. And if we hit a land here, we just eat all of their stuff. Oof. Assassin's Trophy, hitting the graveyard. Getting in it, so that's their answer. That's the right. Whoa, that's a lot of Crippling Chills. Oh boy. Are we dead? We are not doing well here. Ooh, deck's fast. Deck's real good. Need a land for the Rest in Peace. We will take no damage here. Definitely save ourselves from that three hit, taking no damage here. If it's a tap land. Hey, we did it. Rip. No more dredging. They're tapped out. They can't answer it on the stack. They have to answer it next turn. So they lose 24 cards to exile. They've hit me with all their Crippling Chills. I'm on a 2-turn clock. I want to draw land here, white land here, so I can play Serra and the second Rest in Peace if they eat it. If they don't eat the Rest in Peace, it doesn't matter. They don't, so it doesn't matter. So we'll play Squadron Hawk to protect ourselves. They have to discard a card, losing another card to exile. It's an Archamoeba. What do we discard here to get all these Squadron Hawks in hand? We discard Archangel here, because Archangel has counter synergy with Rest in Peace. Basically, your creatures don't die anymore because of Rest in Peace. They get exiled. So Archangel is discarded. So that's 2 Hawks we can grab. And honestly, we're never going to cast a Hallowed Burial here. So we'll discard that too, because Ghostly Prison is the answer. We're on a 4-turn clock to Narcomoebas, so we eat like Hallowed Burial is a garbage card. The birds are more relevant right now. They can conflagrate my Squadron Hawk and me. They just have enough lands to do it. But they don't seem to have lands. So it looks like they're not going to be able to conflagrate. And they don't want to discard anything in their hand, it seems like. I don't know. I feel like you kill me. I feel like you just straight up kill me. There it is. Stinkweed him. Field of Ruin is a strong draw. The problem here is that we have to wait. If that's a Plains, it's a better draw. I still feel like we lose this game. I still feel like we lose this game. At any point they can conflagrate me for 1. Missing land drops hurts really badly. Missing land drops is one of the worst things a Magic player can do. And now we're dead. Super dead. Sideboard has been fine. I don't have any complaints about the sideboard. Let's get that Gideon going, though. In hindsight, that Gideon would have been really good there. And let's get rid of a Squadron Hawk. Like, Squadron Hawk did very little for us there. We gain a card there, so let's... What do we bring in, though? What do we bring in? This actually has a big body, so, and slows him down. Nope. Terrible. No good, very bad. Again, we're gonna keep a 1-lander on here, but we have the Scry. So the Scry is why we keep this. We also don't want to go down to 5 because we have stuff. Boom. Goes on top. We play this tapped. And we pass. They did keep a 7, so they likely have an answer. If we can draw land, though, we're in really good shape. We'd love for them to miss again, but they have a Shriekhorn, it looks like. Nope, they have a Looting. Amalgam. Would love to just go Extirpate in response to the trigger. They ditched a Nature's Claim to get to Amalgam. They haven't hit a single. Their luckiness with Crippling Chill, or Creeping Chill, sorry, has run out a little bit. They were out of Crippling Chills, or sorry, Creeping Chills by this time next. There's the Extirpate. We'll nuke instead, and when they blow up, we will make that happen. If they can kill an Extirpate, we're in trouble. Sorry, not kill an Extirpate, kill a Rest in Peace. If they can kill a Rest in Peace, we are in trouble. There it is. We gain a lot of life, though. So next turn, we want to be able to Extirpate. We want to always have Extirpate up just to take anything out of there in response to anything. They don't have anything to dredge, so they can't dredge. Do they have a discard outlet? If they don't have a discard outlet, we're in really good shape. They cast a Life from the Loam, so they have something to dredge next turn. There's another one. In the comments, let me know what you think. Do I just Extirpate Life from the Loam there? Stops them from building mana, stops them from dredging, allows me to answer things. I don't think I do. I think I save the Extirpate for the things that actually kill me. But there's an outside argument that you Extirpate that Life from the Loam, right? Let me know. Tell me how bad I am if I'm bad. We get Creeping Chilled. They hit a Narcomoeba. Narcomoeba doesn't really do them any favors right now. They send in 4, and we'll take 0 of it. This is awkward that we're not hitting lands this game. That makes this very awkward. Do we take the Bloodghast, or do we get him off of Amalgam? I think we take the Bloodghast here for maximum value. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. But if they can't get to that prize Amalgam and they only have 1 or 2 Narcomoebas left, we end up not getting maximum value off it unless they have 1 in hand, which they don't. Got lands in hand. Let me know in the comments what you think. take 5 here. Any land we draw really makes things happen. Any land we draw is very strong here. As long as it's not a tap land. Cast Life from the Loam for nothing. There it is. Alright. So Gideon is gonna survive a couple attacks and give us lots of time. Gideon is gonna be very good here, and then we also have the Eidolon that we cast the turn after. We go Eidolon, and then we go hold up Gideon again, 0 Gideon, cast a Gideon. Like, this should put our opponent in a really difficult spot. Our opponent is finally cracking some lands so they actually get to do something with Life from the Loam. So if they're able to find a conflagrate, they can kill our Gideon and slow us down. And that's a bummer. They dredge Life from the Loam. See a Prized Amalgam, but don't see anything to trigger it. Cathartic Reunion. Discard it. What else do they discard? Wooded Foothills? So they'll dredge Nature's Claim, but then they have to draw. They miss on a Creeping Chill. So I didn't bring in Gideon in the round 2. Gideon looks really good here. The way it's stacking up, Gideon looks very strong. So they'll be able to do double Life from the Loam next time. Do they send both of these at Gideon? Do they send both at me? I don't know. This will be interesting to see what they decide here. They're down to 7 minutes. I thought this game would be quicker. It wasn't. We're 35 minutes in. It's going to be a 40-minute game. Next turn we Eidolon. And we actually Eidolon and we hit a Narcomoeba, because that's the way to maximize the damage we don't take. And then the turn after that, we 0 Gideon, play Gideon, shrink, or prevent. Godless Shrine tapped is a great draw. Eidolon. Also ends up being a good sideboard card. Actually, we can survive here. We'll still take the safest possible route. We'll take the best possible play. But because it goes up to 3, even if they find a way to kill my Eidolon, Gideon would have survived if I shrink Amalgam there. But we're going to operate under the pretense that they don't play a Castigate here. And that could just be an incorrect pretense. We didn't see it. And they have drawn Sense, so could just be a completely incorrect pretense. They could just have the Castigate and make it happen, but if they have the Castigate, Gideon's dead anyways. So come in for 3. And the Eidolon blocks a Prized Amalgam so well. Life from the Loam. They get rid of the Stinkweed Imp, so now they'll be dredging at a much better rate. We go for this here. It's a weak Wrath, but it's a Wrath, and stalling is strong. This got oddly frustrating. It's a good matchup, like I said. I feel like we're favored, but Dredge does just have an incredible ability to blow up. They don't hit anything on their Dredge, which is exactly what we want. They do cast the Stinkweed Imp, which is fine, because we can shrink it. Or, sorry, I keep saying shrink. We can plus Gideon it. And we start getting Gideon back up. Ghostly Prison is a great draw. It feels like this is difficult for us to lose. Feels very much like this is difficult for us to lose. Obviously, Creeping Chill doesn't help. Whoopsie. There's the Conflagrate. So they can Conflagrate me and Gideon. They don't know I have a second Gideon. So let's read some stuff. I said I would. Flashback, dot dot, discard X, Creeping Chill does not target, it is each opponent. And therefore it's better. It's a much better card because it's each opponent on so many levels. Creeping Chill is a great card. Creeping Chill has made this deck good. So yeah, they do the expected move there. Hoping to one day kill me. You feel a little bad here. You feel just a touch bad, but my firm expectation is this gets the concession. They need to hit a Narcomoeba and then hope I don't hit a land. They need to hit their last Narcomoeba and hope I don't hit a land. Their best dredge is Life from the Loam, I believe. Stinkweed Imp. They did have a Stinkweed Imp in there. They dredged it. They missed. No way to deal damage to me. I am going to get my life back up here because Ranger into Martyr. And we do have a board wipe, so got that going for us too. So need to not mess this up. Really need to not mess this up. Do we get Martyr, or do we get Martyr Kami? I think we get Martyr, just because they're not going to be dealing a lot of damage to us anytime soon. We took the cards that deal damage to us out of their deck for the most part. Turns out that Bloodghast, getting rid of the Bloodghast was a smart call because it would have haste. They should have one more Creeping Chill left. They don't hit it. Yeah, we should walk away with this. Their only other answer is to have drawn a Conflagrate, which at this point doesn't even kill Gideon. Play a Martyr. Immediately sack it. to get our life total back to a comfortable 17. Gideon uptick. Attack in with Ranger. So yeah, we should walk away with this. Our opponent is kind of looking at their options, I would imagine. Deciding now they're going to talk smack. I shouldn't answer them because they're just being salty, but I do want to clarify that in a paper, they're saying, is your win con just timing people out? In a paper game, there's 13 minutes left. So maybe it's not fair to talk smack. I don't know. I don't think I'm talking smack. I think, like I said, this is about playing. My intent here is to tell them how I beat them. And maybe that's unnecessary. I don't know. Again, this is about growth. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I probably shouldn't. I answered their question, though. Great game. We got there. This is why we played this deck today. And we don't see it until the loser bracket, and then in the loser bracket we see someone who doesn't like playing against us, which is always a bummer for everyone involved. See you in the next one.